What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. And I want to talk to you guys about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has made some strong remarks on both sides of the pond, what he will do, and it looks like he's doing what he said he's going to do thus far. He stated about Anthony Joshua that he's a chiseled idiot and he's afraid of his own shadow. And those remarks were because of the failed negotiations between, Joshua and Wilder getting the fight done. And, of course, he comes in, first of all, making the fight a lot faster and easier, coming over to Vegas if he can get past Pianetta, to fight Wilder. But then Wilder made it equally easy by going to Belfast, to commentate, just like Wilder did with Luis Ortiz, and like he's doing with Fury. So it's not anything that he hasn't done before he takes his fight. He just didn't do that with Joshua. And a lot of people don't understand. I'm going to say it again and again. He refused to go to England. He just didn't want to go because they said he couldn't get in the ring. But he's still getting a check. So I got to let you guys know on that. You get a check for commentating. Okay? So let's stop that. All right? But back to Fury. Fury is a charismatic guy. He's very vocal. And I think that, my opinion, it goes far beyond the promoter. Yeah, the promoter does his job, but I think, the promoter gets about 30 to 40%. I think it's the other 60% of the time that the fighter himself has to be charismatic and has to sell himself. You know what I mean? Look at Muhammad Ali. Look at Johnny Tapia. Look at Macho Camacho. Look at Ricardo Mayorga. You know what I mean? Look at a lot of guys that's charismatic. Prince Asim Hamed. Guys like that. Tyson Fury, Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather. These guys were vocal and they made a name for themselves by their personality. Love them or hate them, you still watched them. So he is a threatening piece of this puzzle. He can very well beat Wilder and fight Joshua. And then I wonder how fast or how far that fight, how long will that fight take to make? But it is promising if he does beat Wilder. That fight can easily be made because the Billy Joe Saunders and Andrade fight got made, with the same promoters, the same situation. So it can happen. He is a threat, and he's just another piece of this puzzle to this heavyweight equation. But it really won't matter till all of these guys fight each other. Okay? So if the Wilder fight, when that fight gets done, if Fury does get past Pianetta, the Italian fighter that he's going to fight, his next opponent, this fight should be made. And it'll look and it'll appear like to other fans, the anti-Joshua fans, it'll appear like, hey, see how long it took this fight to get made? Not long, huh? Boom. You know what I mean? So that's another blow, another strike against the Joshua guys and Joshua fans. So, and if it does get made and whoever wins has to fight Joshua at the end of the day. They say, oh, we don't need Joshua. That's 100% bull, because it's like, okay, you need Joshua because Joshua's the money guy. The only thing that I'm worried about, and I'm waiting with anticipation to see how much money will these fighters make. How much will the lineal champion make versus how much will the WBC champion Deontay Wilder make? You know what I mean? Because, I don't want them to be secretive about that. If it's going to be pay-per-view, it should do well. It should do well. But again, I want to see how much they make, because the controversy behind the first negotiation with Anthony Joshua and Wilder, that was one of it, the money thing. How much money would they make anyway versus how much money do they make with Joshua? So I want to see how much money these guys make. But besides the business end of it, the fight looks like a very good fight. And Deontay Wilder, he's selling it like he should be selling it. Saying that Fury is a tough opponent. He won't take him lightly. All the general stuff that you would say when you're trying to sell a fight. You know what I'm saying? So it is not like you're going to, I'm going to run through him and knock him out easy, because if he did that, okay, then everybody's going to say the inevitable. Well, you fight a guy that wasn't tested and he ain't fought in a long time. But I will say this. Fury does have home school and home team advantage when it comes to experience in this type of situation in a huge fight. He fought Klitschko. And regardless of what people say about Joshua and the version of Klitschko that Joshua fought, Tyson Fury fought a fresh, ready to go Klitschko. Okay? So he has that experience on that elite level fighting elite fighters. Okay? The same fighter that Wilder's camp avoided, okay, from Klitschko. You know, they avoided that fight. They avoided the Klitschko fight. Then he was the guy that fought Klitschko. You know what I mean? So there is no ifs, ands, or buts about anyone saying, but Klitschko was this, but Klitschko was that. No. Tyson Fury, with his style, made it difficult for Klitschko. He could never get set, and he outboxed him all night long. If he can do that to Deontay Wilder, we're going to have an English super fight. And then what's going to happen? All the Wilder fans are going to cry, piss, and moan. You know what I mean? And that's what'll happen. It could happen. You know, I don't think it would, because I think Wilder, as soon as Wilder hits him, you know, it's pretty much a done deal. He's hit everyone so far. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion on that. But the possibility of it all, that's the thing. That's the question. You know, and I mentioned Jarrell Big Baby Miller still in Wilder's thunder, but it's actually Fury still in thunder from everybody. You know, he just really took charge. So, you know, really this video is to describe the tactics of Fury. And Fury, you know, this is a good idea for him to do and step up. You know, regardless win, lose, or draw, you know, both of these guys are going to get paid. I think if I had to guess how much they got paid, probably Wilder might get 10 million, right? And Fury might get 8 million. You know, right off the top of my head. It depends. I could be, you know, of course, we could all be wrong. But, you know, if I had to guess, that's what it's looking, you know, before, you know, the purse, not including the pay-per-view or whatnot. So, you know, but again, you know, congrats to Tyson Fury if he can get past Pianeta again, you know, and this fight should be made because it's making a statement because, you know, it's a hell of a thing when a fighter does what he says he's going to do, win, lose, or draw. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this particular matchup, the strategy of Fury. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you guys been counterpunched. Peace.